Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of the Ninninger Star Sword Gun from Shuriken Sentai Ninninger. It's Ninninger from Ninninger. So this is the main weapon of Star Ninja, if you couldn't tell by the Star Ninja centered packaging, and just by generally knowing the show. It's a pretty uniquely cool weapon in terms of concept. It's a part gun, part sword, part guitar, as going with his whole American cowboy motif. Because, you know, car boys? Yeah, car boys. He's totally a car boy. He likes cars. The whole, I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just going to stop right now. I was sometimes the sentence just gets away from you guys. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get over the packaging before I freaking lose my mind. Okay, so this is the packaging. Can you believe it? I can't even believe it. This is going to be a weird one, guys. I can tell already. So, as you can see, there's a picture of the toy itself on the front. In case you couldn't see that. I mean, you were probably like, where's the toy? It's like finding Where's Waldo, but really obvious. And then Star Ninja's right there. At the way tippy top here, I just said tippy top, yep. There's the shuriken it comes with, and it's two different modes. This is one of those ones where the box is super big, so it's hard to show everything off. There's a picture of Star Ninja there. I always state the obvious, like, I guess you could just see it. Now here's a picture of, what is this, Abba Red? No, anyway. So yeah, you get that on both sides, picture of them, usually a little advertisement for the toy underneath my hand. On the back here, typical stuff of advertising the way the toy works. You can see it's sort of advertising its 3 different attack modes. Over here as well, showing off what you can do with it, how Star Ninja uses it, advertising other stuff in the line, Ichibanto, the Starburger, all that fun stuff. Okay, so now we can set this in the background. We actually do have enough room to keep it there. And we will bring in the actual stuffs. So here is the sword gun. Yeah, that's right. And the shuriken. Now here, the shuriken's like an attack shuriken. And I would say it's kind of like similar in style, in a way, to like the 5 attack shuriken, you know, where you twisted it around and all the different attacks. It's not quite as versatile, like not nearly as, but it's different because you don't have the actual shuriken piece that comes off. It's kind of got a little bit of change features on its own. It's just kind of in that line is what I'm trying to say. So you have this sort of lightning thunder attack here, and then you flip this, and you get the change there. Obviously, it'll actually signify it, and it'll change the symbol. So that's pretty cool, and you'll see it more in a minute, but I imagine, I mean, unless I'm getting it completely wrong, which I don't think I am, but when you have it on there, I imagine that the movement sort of mimics, you know, strumming with the guitar pick. So like that. And when you press it, for each mode you get different noises. Okay, so we'll set that aside for a second. Here is the weapon itself. Like I said, I think the concept is really cool. I actually really like the weapon in the show. I think it's a really neat design. Just the whole concept of this like triple thing of it being a cool sword, a cool gun, and a guitar is neat. I do think the design is cool, but unfortunately I don't think the toy gets it across. It doesn't get it across, guys. It doesn't get it across. Man, I told you it was going to be a weird one. Quite as much as I'd like it to. It's not horrendous or anything, and with Sentai toys you do run into that whole, you know, size issue, but with this one it's kind of, it bothers me more. I don't know why. I think it's because when you look at the pictures from the show, there's just something about the way it's structured. I mean, it does have this large star piece here, and then the blade is kind of long and skinny. I feel like it's kind of like with I mean, I think it was Ichibanto. If it was just a couple inches longer, I feel like this is just getting really dirty. But if they just made it a little bit longer here at the blade, just like a smidge, it would feel a little bit more show accurate. Like, I know it won't be on the same level as the show, because it's a toy meant for kids, but even for kids I think it could be more enjoyable if it looked a little more like it. But just a couple inches longer, and I think it would feel proportionally more like it does in the show, even if it wouldn't be 100% accurate. My other issue is kind of with the color, and I looked it up online just to look at a regular picture of it from the show to double check, thinking maybe it's me. And, you know, on its own, when you're looking at the show picture, it's not that, you know, intricate of a weapon. There's not like all these different details and colors. It's essentially this, but it just looks better in the show, I think, because where it's all gray here, it's more of a metal-like look, and there's just something about it that looks a little better here. Unfortunately, this gray is so boring and almost cheap looking, and then you have have like the cheap looking stickers that it just doesn't come off looking that impressive despite me liking the design of it. As you can see, it's pretty much it's Majora's Mask right here. It's not even Twilight Princess. No, it's like it's majority gray, and then you got the black plastic here and stuff, red buttons and stuff like that, and the flame stickers just kind of look cheap, more cheap than usual for me. There is a shiny or silver part here for the blade, like that. You got this sort of goldish bronze, whatever color for the gun blaster, the gun tip, the tip here, and the little what you'd use for tuning the guitar, but they look like little flute buttons. And then the back here looks really bad because it's just all gray. But I don't know. Usually they look a little bit better this, and I just think it's kind of a disappointment because I do like the design and concept of this weapon. I just think that it doesn't pull it off. But anyway, I just kind of blathered on about the design for like a million minutes. So on the back here, there's a little button. There's no lights, but you will hear sound activations. Alright, so you get a couple sounds here on its own without using a shuriken. So you just press this and you get gun noises. And you can do it in succession. And then there is another one here for the sword noises. And that's pretty much it if you don't have a shuriken. I'm going to go ahead and start with this one, or this side that I'm already on. Or maybe not. I'm going to change it, just to show the change. I'm unpredictable like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the attack sound, so press this button here. So we'll do that standby sound, and then spin it. And then press this button here. So that's the one for blasting sound, and then you can do one for slashing. Same thing pretty much, which is slash. And you can also just spin it on your own for the lulz. Alright, now we change it. See how it can kind of like mimic, if you have it the right way, like this, it can kind of mimic, I guess, like the strumming motion. But now it looks really lame. People don't strum like that. But you get what I mean. Hurricaneer. Alright, that's pretty much it for what you get with it. To take the shuriken out, you just press the two little things here to let go. It's kind of similar to the Star Burger in that sense. But speaking of the Star Burger, you can put his shuriken there and do attacks. And you can do the slash one as well, obviously. And that's about it. You kind of get a little extra thing there with the Star Ninja Shuriken. Still nothing special to write home about. Burner. So yeah, that's pretty much about it for this thing. Honestly, kind of like with the Starburger, I'm a bit disappointed in this because I really was looking forward to Star Ninger's gear because as I mentioned numerous times in this review, I really dig the design and concept of this thing, but honestly it just doesn't deliver. It just doesn't look very good. It looks cheaper than these type of things usually do. The sounds are pretty average. I mean, it might even have more sound possibilities than like the Frog Gun, but I feel like the Frog Gun at least looked a lot better. But if you can find this on sale later, like maybe if it goes on some sort of clearance later on, or they have a flash sale or whatever, or an arrow sale, then you could pick it up. But right now, kind of like with the Starburger, unless like you're dead set on getting this, doesn't matter if you watch this review or 1,000 others, then you still want to get it. But unless you're dead set on it, I really can't recommend it. It's a pretty easy pass. I mean, I know you do get this shuriken, but I just, even with that, I can't say this is a must buy. So like the only way I'd recommend it is if you're already dead set on getting it, or you must have this shuriken now. So yeah, a pass right now, kind of another disappointment out of Star Ninger's gear for me. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the crazy podcast at writersrangersrambles.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's Dawson Ryder, signing out.